Welcome to this episode of the Healing Pool Magazine podcast.
Actually, the womb work does incorporate a lot of work with the heart, because there's a lot of we're sort of linking the heart. The heart gets quite a lot of focus. Because as you know, one of my sessions that's online works with a guided meditation that's metaphorical, where we visit the womb as a room, and we visit the room just as it is now, just curious, and then we're able to become aware of the energies of the people that we've been storing in the womb and holding, like unconsciously hosting the energy of other people. And they have some level of awareness that they want to do some usually for those sorts of women, it is down to violation and abuse, or a pattern that they recognise which has been toxic, for want of a better word, toxic relationships, perhaps narcissistic abuse, that sort of thing. So it's not that it's like new things, it's just that it just seems to come in quicker, like the realizations, the release, the relief, and then the realignment and the changes in the shift from a place of self-value, from a place of, wow, I am sacred and my womb portal is sacred. But really, what I was saying is that, if we are in more flow and more inspired with our creativity, and it's not necessarily like, well, I'm going to create this for my business, or I'm going to create this at home, or I'm going to create this art. It can span everything. Creativity can span everything. It can be more creative ways of showing up in dynamics that before were very complicated, conversations that before felt very awkward. It's like there's so many different ways that we can bring our creativity and uplift and shift and change our own lives and others with creativity. So if we are feeling more worthy, more sovereign, more confident, more expressive, more aligned, more creative, all of that, just imagine how that then manifests in terms of somebody who wants to nurture a business. It's really almost like a relationship is a very, very big magnifying mirror to your stuff, to yourself. So as a business, this is a process that any woman in any relationship can go through herself. It's her returning to her primordial power, it's her returning to love, it's her returning to a true sense of self-value and that creativity. If we think of women being more in tune with themselves and being more open and willing, maybe courageous in some cases, to express what they're feeling, staying on their own page, not expressing and pointing the finger of blame or shame, which is causing disconnection, because men, not to be stereotypical, but can often go into some sort of problem solving when a woman presents with, if she's feeling more emotional, for instance, or a bit more vulnerable, or wants to express her vulnerability. So just encouraging a man to hold space for a woman, just to listen. That can be probably the single most alchemical shift that can happen in men and women relating to each other.